Heard around the world to Brooklyn, New York. It is your boy, Sir Jairus R. Minus the Hater, aka Kingalphanerd. And this is Kingalphanerd Presents, the inaugural first episode of Kingalphanerd Presents. And it's just the pilot. What do they call it? The pilot. Uh First and foremost, let me just break down exactly what is a King Alpha Nerd. Well, King Alpha Nerd, it's just three separate words put together in one. I mean, if you think about it, there are very famous things that come in threes. Um, the Three Musketeers, the Three Stooges, the WWE's New Day, Big E, Xavier Woods, AWE champion, Kofi Kingston, and of course the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And then there's me, King Alpha Nerd. So it's just three separate words, terms that I exhibit on a daily basis of just who I am. So let's get into the terms. I'm on my somewhat fast, slow computer now. King is a noun, and it means a male monarch of a major territorial unit, a paramount chief. Uh, Let me get some synonyms here. Um, a baron, captain, a czar, lion, lord, magnet, mogul, monarch, Napoleon, prince, tycoon. Yeah. Kings aren't always good and kings aren't always bad. It's just someone in a higher plane. Now, for me, I say I'm a king. When it's not that I am a king. It's the fact that I act on who I want to be in reality, and that is a king. Because let's be honest here, when I say king, I'm referring to it as a status of what I am, a black man. I mean, I do have a Panamanian background and Guyanese background, but the world sees me as a black man, so I must betray my image of that up to a higher plane. I don't use the N word like some gangster, and I don't sag my pants. I don't have bitches or whores, or I don't play the field. I am a man that has structure, and that has some sort of decency to myself, respect for myself. The old saying, "You are the company that you keep," and that is true. Yeah, I had plenty of friends that, well, I wouldn't call them friends. I had people that I knew in school, even at work, who did not fit my definition, who players, nigga this, nigga that, smoking, sagging the pants, and it just drew a different kind of attention. I remember when I was in high school, I had a classmate who was on the way home on the train, and it was me, him, and my other classmate. It was crowded in Brooklyn, from downtown Brooklyn to East Flatbush. I think it was a 2 train, and we was at the end of the car, and he saw two cops in the next car, just minding their own business. Two white cops, of course. And this guy was like the total class clown, but he just was like the normal day social the social justice warrior who just lost in the sauce. Anyway, he opens his car door for the train door, and he screams. Wait, what did he said? Oh yeah, he said something along the lines of, "He has a gun." He just goes back. I'm like, you fucking moron! What are you doing? And let me just say this too. Everything that I say has a reason to it. It's not the one. This isn't one of those shows where the host just randoms on, just randomly rants or curses. No, every word that I say has merit. Please, there is a time and place for everything, even cursing. I would like this show to be educational for all ages, for all races, everybody. This is a safe space. But again, this show, this channel is the red pill. This is the red pill. So if you're scared, go to church. Take your blue pill, go home. I know I'm gonna be called all types of Uncle Toms, you black bastard, you a turncoat, you ignorant, you a hater, all this. But listen, just like the Holy Trinity, the three incoming threes, there's 3 points to a story, to a situation. There's point 1, point 2, and reality. I'm the reality. I'm in the middle. I have no sides. I'm on my side. Liberal, Republican, neither. Am I? No. I have an Android and an iPhone. I have no sides. So this is the red pill. Okay? So please don't let. Oh, he curses. No, trust me. But one thing I will not do is say nigga. No, I'm not down with the whole N-word crap. We just should stop that, and that's gonna be in one of my future videos of the N-word. But nevertheless, back to the story. So he says he has a gun or something like that. So the next stop was Franklin Avenue, and this the cops get off. Well, gets him off, and we had to follow because we're his classmates, don't want to abandon our fellow comrade. And they're like, "What did you say?" Da da da, harassing him. What's your ID at? He's a student. Da da da. And they start beating him with their sticks or the baton, whatever that thing is. And I'm just looking at him like, dude, you brought on yourself. So he's mad, he's upset. Oh, you're harassing me. This is, mind you, I think this is around 9/11. This is around 9/11. Because this is like around 2000, 2001. I can't remember because my cousin came to my school the same school year as 9/11. So I can't remember exactly when this was, but this was definitely in 2001. I remember that. But he's upset at the cops because they're beating him after he made a false threat of someone having a gun. Listen, and this is the part where people are gonna call me a coon and all that stuff. I get it. People of color, they hate the police. They hate the white boogeyman, the man, and all this stuff. They hate. But the one thing I keep telling people, you cannot out asshole an asshole. It is impossible. Granted, they're assholes, whatever, but don't give them fuel to the fire. So they beat his ass. He's going to the local precinct that was near Franklin Avenue. We had to wait there. It was a misunderstanding that I got for the warning, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember the situation. But it's like this is what I'm talking about. A king does not act like that. There's no need to portray some sort of uh 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 some sort of nitpicking or playing with the police. No, there was no reason for it. He was just bored or just mad at society. You know what? I tell people of color, the problem isn't white people. They don't give a damn about you or me. They go home and they deal with their own personal crap. They can care less about us or anybody else for that matter, or next door neighbor. It's not the white people that's a problem. It's the person inside you. If you are innocent, if you have nothing to do, if you just wake up, do what you gotta do, go to school, go to work, come home, no one's gonna bother you. Well, no one white, as a matter of fact. Nobody white. But to each his own. That's the king part. Alpha. Alpha. Well, we know the alpha is the first letter in the Greek alphabet, which is A. But what is an alpha male? Well, the general term is a male animal, which is we are, like a lion, which is they said lion for the king noun. Alpha is a noun, but is a male animal having the highest rank in a dominant hierarchy. Alpha males experience a great deal of stress, the most dominant, powerful, or assertive man in a particular group, as opposed to a beta male. Let me give you the Urban Dictionary. I'm sure this is a better definition. Usually use a term for a badass male who attracts women without trying. He is superior and pure confident, allows him to achieve success. He does not want because he is wanted. May also be used to describe a manly achievement or situation. So, an alpha be like Wolverine, Batman, the badasses. Don't give a damn. But I'm not that alpha, but I do hold some sort of, dominance to myself. I know what I want. It's the same thing as a king. Like some of the synonyms is like leader, dominant, strong, the one, someone who would be on top. And this isn't to do with race and this, but in a situation, it's either you're strong or you're weak. And I tend to be that strong guy. Another example is a head animal in a pack, and by extension, an official leader. An unofficial leader, often used sarcastically of someone who wants to lead a group. That's an example. But an alpha. And to better help with the term, because people get the term alpha male confused. Like a beta male. A beta male is a male, instead of being an alpha and manning up, completely bitches out. Can apply to many situations, but often refers to scenarios with women. So, sackless. Someone who's scared, someone who's afraid to take the plunge. Like geeks, nerds. But hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. It's like a beta male is someone who's afraid to speak to someone. They're afraid. I mean, of course, there's a time and place. Like, you're not gonna go approach a gang member of leaving of leaving your territory because you're not stupid. But it's like if someone skips you on the line, you say, whoa, whoa, whoa. What you doing? You just do this, eh? A beta male will be on the shit like, he's fine. He's go ahead. I just stand here, wait on line. Just water. Not alcohol. I don't drink. Not anymore. Well, I drink socially. Well, I drink barely, but on occasion. Yeah. But beta male. Someone who I would say identifies more with women, and that's usually beta males are made mostly by males who don't have a strong father figure in the house. Like me, my father, definitely alpha. To this day, he put the fear of God in me, which most parents did. But to this day, I mean, it's not that I fear him. It's the fact that it's out of respect, because of the fact of he holds himself to a certain light, and plus the fact that he is a born again Christian, he was saved. Doing some math here. Hang on a second. No, stop. I got too many announcements. I think I was 16. Yeah, I think I was 16. When he was diagnosed with no, before that, diagnosed with prostate cancer. Yeah, I think it was back in the I want to say 98. I want to say 98. Yeah, I want to say 98 because I didn't know at that time. I could have lost my father when I was a teenager in high school, and I just thought it was like, okay, he has prostate cancer, but he goes to the operation and he's healed. But I didn't know how much it would have changed my life. I could have been mad at the world, mad at God, smoking, drinking, hustling drugs, just being not an alpha, not a king. I've been lost. And that was God right there. But he's been with me ever since, and he tries to teach me, because his father wasn't perfect. He would tell me every time he would get a chance, how his father wasn't always there for him. He would tell me, as a matter of fact, for Easter's coming up. One day when he was very young, I'm not even sure how old he was, or the whole exchange rate was, but Jesus, he went to his father's job for an Easter suit, and he gave him a quarter. Now, I'm assuming that this was back in Panama. Yeah, back in Panama, because he came in Brooklyn in the 80s, 60s, 70s, yeah, around that time. And he gave him a quarter. And that was it. And then when he died, he didn't cry. He just buried him. It was just like, okay, my father's dead. Move along. But then my stepfather stepped in. He became the alpha male that he missed out on. And, that helped my father become a better man. And I think with the surgery, with his prostate cancer and surviving that, he became a better man, because he is now, of course, like, I'm not gonna front. I mean, most of the times he could be challenging and annoying, but that's his job. A parent is supposed to be annoying, and he does it out of love. He doesn't do it because, he does it out of love. Simple as that. And that what makes me an alpha. Because like the beta, in the case of a person, a beta male is submissive, clingy, indecisive, weak-minded, and unconfident. he can't deal with confrontation or challenges. He lets things happen instead of taking action. Like with me, the Lord knows there is no way in the hell that I could be a beta male. Because even with me and my challenge, I have a speech impediment. You may not know that from this video, but those who know me that I still like a mug. But it was, I think I was 13 or 14. I went to a speech therapist. Before that, for those who know me, for those who think they know me from work and school and whatever, you think my stuttering now was worse? Yo. Yo. Y'all got no idea. I remember I was in grade school. It was I think it was like 7th, 8th grade. I had an oral presentation. And of course I stood up and every word like, okay, give you an example. Like this. I'll read this. Thank you for your... I don't know how long that crap lasted. But I remember the teacher. She got up. Of course, well, I'm jumping the gun. When I was doing that, you know how kids are. They're mean. They're assholes. All kids are assholes. That's just part of life. Growing up in the 80s, forget the time period. Kids are assholes. But when you grow up, you're bullied because that puts you on a pedestal of where you belong in life. You were either the school shooter, I'm being real with you, the school shooter, or you committing suicide. But remember what I said before, I'm in the middle. I don't want to take out of existence. Take you out of existence. No, I don't want to kill myself. In fact, I actually thought about killing myself. I did. I thought about suicide when I was younger and growing up. Constant thing. But what stopped me wasn't the fact that no one... I didn't say nobody. No one... I never said to anybody, yo, I want to kill myself. Of course, no one who thinks about suicide talks to other people. Even though they say, if you know somebody who thinks about suicide, speak out. They don't, because they're afraid of the reason why they're doing it in the first place. So there's no point of talking it out because they're afraid of being chastised, ridiculed, laughed at, ignored, whatever the situation may be. That's just how it is. But my decision on downplaying that every time I think about just ending it all wasn't the fact of, oh, my family gonna care about me. No. Because the reason why I didn't do it is because the reason why I thought about it. Being laughed at, chastised, ridiculed. Even to this day, I still have grown people, like, oh, he stutters. Look at it. Yo, Jay, talk. Go ahead. Yo, Jay, talk. He stuttering. Yo, like little kids. Like, grow the fuck up. It wasn't even that. It was because if I die, then you win. Call me arrogant, call me self-righteous, but if that keeps me alive, keeps me going, then yeah, that's my motivation right there. If I go, then you win. And you will not win. So, that teacher stood up, chastised the whole class, barked at them, and she stood with me. She stood with me, with the paper, read along with me for the whole presentation. You know, so that whole weak-minded thing, that made me strong. Because the more hurdles you overcome, you can't. That's why I keep telling people, you can come at me, bro. I've heard it all. Oh, he's big. Oh, he's black. He stutters. You cannot kick someone who's kicking his own ass because I will diss my own self. After that, you have no ammunition, dog. You shooting blanks. You should. The whole world knows this. Sir J. Ellis or Midas stutters. What you got, bro? What else you got? Come at me. What you got? I stutter. Big deal. Move on. Get a life. That's it. Next. So, with my father being still alive to this day, teach me how to be a man. With my speech impediment, still kicking my ass, but I still move on. I'm doing these videos to help me overcome this. And see, the thing is this. I don't know if it's for everybody, but me personally, I know, for right now, those who know me, I stuttered like worse than this, but I'm not now because I'm not pressured to formulate my words to get to you like some fast food joint. I'm taking my time. But my psyche is like, oh, other person, get it out now. Boom. No, fuck you. I'm trying to establish myself to a point where I can see somebody, more than one, have the same mindset like this as, okay, I'm going to use code words because I really don't like using family because I'm trying to make this into a family safe space. So for those of you who know wrestling, the attitude era, for all the provocative words and all that stuff, the F word, the B word, I'm just gonna say Stone Cold, okay? So I'm trying to reimagine myself when I'm talking to other people to have that stone cold same atmosphere. Talking to you now, I'm talking to them. So there's no stuttering. There's no stone cold. Yeah, okay, but boom, boom, boom. Yeah, what you want? What? I stuttered? I didn't even know. I stuttered? Well, that's what it is. So that's what it is. Beta. Now, nerd. This is my favorite side of me. Nerd. I'm talking about nerd. And it's funny. What was this? Yeah, it was last year when I was out for 3 months because I had an abscess in my leg because I have what is that word? It's I know it's venous insufficiency disorder. Yeah, I have VID. I think that's what it's called. Meaning that my leg retains fluid because the veins aren't strong enough for it to flow back from my leg back to my heart. So last fall, is it last fall? No, not this past fall. 2017's fall. I had my leg grew or was swelled up, and I had to get surgery on it, and let that excess fluid come out. It was a blood clot, and it could have killed me. And yeah, it could have killed me. And I'm here, of course. But yeah, but I get that in another video. Nerd. I watched Revenge of the Nerds after I don't know, I saw it before, but I haven't seen it in a long time. I saw it. I'm looking at shit. I'm seeing it like I love the movie, '84 movie. I loved it, and it's like that's me. I mean, I was always a nerd, and I was afraid to say, "Oh, I'm a nerd." I I, I watch wrestling. No, no, you're a geek. You're a grown man. No, but I'm a nerd, and I realized something. Nerds are everywhere. We're everywhere. See the problem with certain terms. We see things that the media puts out there, but that's why I'm here to illustrate. It's not always like that. Nerds aren't always some beta male geek with glasses and all nerdy and no, it's anybody and everybody who has a favorite TV show who binge watches it. Someone who plays video games, someone who's into comics, someone who is into Marvel, DC, and no, okay, let me pause right there. Because one of my biggest pet peeves that I freaking have are people that are into the nerd world, especially Marvel, because DC movies suck. I'm sorry. DC live action movies suck. They do. Batman Forever, Batman Returns, Man of Steel, It's just like because they keep going over the same freaking origins. Yeah, I'm getting emotional here. Especially Batman. Think about it. Every Batman movie, every freaking. I think no. I don't think they did it in Man of Steel. They did it in Batman versus Superman. I think yeah. Yeah. I think I did it. They keep replaying the death of the death of Bruce Wayne's parents. Every freaking it's like bomba clock. We know why he's Batman. Stop spending time on shooting these scenes, getting these different characters to play Thomas and Martha Wayne. Is it Martha Wayne? No, it's maybe Google the people now. It's like no, it's Martha Kent. Martha Kent is Superman, but see again, I Google to make sure I'm not giving you any false information. Yeah, Bruce Wayne's parents always being shut in crime rate. Yeah, okay, Martha Wayne, whatever. It's weird that DC would give Martha the same name as Ken and Wayne. So it's like just whatever. I don't care. Yeah, stop with the whole re-imaging Batman's parents dying, and it's like, oh, my parents are dead. Yeah, we know, rich boy, your parents died. Move on. We get it. But back to my rant. People watching Marvel who have no idea what they're watching, and you know what I'm talking. 9 o'clock. You know what I'm talking about? The Black Panther. Till this day, and I'm not afraid to say this, I did not see Black Panther yet. I have the DVD. I have it. I'll watch on Netflix. Because you people ruined, this is freaking ruined my experience. I said I was going to watch it, Black Panther, yay. But all you freaking fake ass Wakandians coming out there with freaking dashikis being on. Pendejos. Because, first of all, I'm gonna make this a special video because this gonna take more than 5 minutes to talk about this. But the whole fact of the matter of the reason why I'm pissed off is because you have Wakanda is a fictional country in Africa, but it had nothing to do that he's black. But just because you people saw, oh, a black superhero, Wakanda Forever, he was not the first one. First of all, you do understand that Black Panther was made by two white boys, Jack Kirby and rest in peace, Stan Lee, before the Black Panther Party. Okay, they made this character up in the summer, June, July, and Black Panther was created in the fall. So, one, made by two white boys. Two, was not the first black superhero in the movie because, hello, Blade, Wesley Snipes, Blade, had 3 movies out. I don't remember seeing people coming out there with no freaking fangs and whatever and with shades on and no, y'all were dissing the motherfucker. Y'all were dissing him. Like, oh, dark motherfucker with shades on. Oh, he's Blade. Oh, vampire killer. And Spawn. Get on. But yeah, we all know. In fact, think about your favorite TV shows with the token black guy. Like, oh, matter of fact, because Google's still up now. Famous black guys, not famous black guys, but token black guys. The black kid from Stranger Things, Lucas, Caleb McLaughlin. Yeah, Caleb McLaughlin. On my block, got it, Jamal, he's 22. Smallville's Pete, he's black. Trying to find some more token black guys. But those nerds, they're funny, they're essential to the group, and, you know, they're nerds. That's who I am. If I was ever to play a token black guy in a movie, whether it would be horror, comedy, drama, that'll be me. But if you remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds, that black guy, he was gay. It was like, oh, come on, you killed us. But I digress. He got a white boyfriend too at the end. Go figure. So, nerd. And I'll talk about, you know, TV shows that I like. For example, I'm going back when I grew up in the 90s. Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, all that, the whole Slick lineup, All Real Monsters. Was it Truth? No, it was out there. Something like whatever. The whole Saturday morning cartoon lineup. Oh my Jesus! Power Rangers, Batman, Superman, Reboot, Turtles, Transformers. Then we get to teenager years, Buffy, Angel, Charmed, Xena, Hercules, Growing Up Now, Smallville, Supernatural. I have to binge watch the freak out of all the Arrowverse things because see, after Smallville, every time I see like Arrow and Flash and Supergirl, it's just like I'm so behind on that. But yeah, that's what it is. Supernatural, Doctor Who. that's my show, Doctor Who. I'm very, very heavy on time travel, parallel universes, alternate universes, all that sci-fi stuff. It's just so free. Like Back to the Future is my favorite movie. I could watch that show, that movie every time and not get bored. Back to the Future is my favorite movie. The Terminator. 1 and 2 mostly. 3, but 1 and 2. Especially 2. Judgment Day. I'm into that too. But Freak, yeah. So this is what it is. Kingalphanerd. Giving you nothing but reality. This is the pilot. And I like to spend at least 10 to 20 minutes on each topic. And when I mean topic, I mean King, Alpha, and Nerd. And the nerd part is going to be very fun, very entertaining. I'm talking about the news, information, trivia that you guys may never know. That part is gonna be fun, but the King Alpha parts, y'all gonna mean some shit like, oh, he a coon, he's a sellout, he's this and that. Like, for one, I'm gonna talk about topics that affect me because I'm black, and just my thoughts about it. Like, I am pro black. I am more pro black than Black Lives Matter. I believe Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna pull a Kanye on this one. Black Lives Matter does not care about black lives because they only focus on dead black people. That in itself is just exploiting the dead, and that's wrong. That's just wrong. I would rather have the leader of the KKK sponsor me if I'm ever in a situation. Because the fact of the matter is this: Black Lives Matter only comes out. Oh, there's a white cop shot a black kid. Hands up, don't shoot. But did they do that? I don't think so. They resisted arrest. They got pummeled. They got shot. They're dead. I tell people, you cannot sue when you're dead. Stop being an idiot. Comply. Because okay. Quick story. I have been stopped by the police 3 times, and they were my fault. First time I was in the park. Man, I'll get more into that in depth in future posts. But the first time I was after school, near the park near the school, there was a rule that you can't be in the school without a dog, whatever. I don't know who, whatever. Cop saw us, asked us for an ID, handed it to him. They said, okay, go to this court, to this place for a hearing. And it was like, I'm a kid of an ID. It was with a warning. Second time, I was going in between car doors. If you know the train system in New York City before, I'm not sure if they changed it because I don't think they changed anymore. But it was when I was underground. It was above ground. It was a 4 train. I was going in between the cars to go to the front of the train. There was a cop there. What you doing? Going to the front of the car. You can't do that. I didn't know. Let me see your photo ID. Showed it to him. All right, whatever. I'll do it again. All right, fine. Warning. Third time, last time. Canarsie, L train, the 42 bus. You can't go from the outside to the inside without paying your toll. I didn't know that. I first moved there, Canarsie, in 2010. I go in there looking for the 42 bus because I was trying to go somewhere near Seaview Avenue, and I went into the exit that the bus goes out. I went into that way. There was 2 undercovers, saw me. What you doing? I'm waiting for the 42. You didn't pay. I didn't know. I'm about to call up. I pay right now. Photo ID. There was 2 of them. They went to him. I told the other guy, listen, I'm new here. I didn't know. I have my car right here. I'll pay for it right now. Photo ID. Oh, you clean. No record. Pay your toll. That was it. Boom. Every time I had in any situation, it was like 5-10 minutes. That is all I lost was 5 to 10 minutes of my time. Listen, despite what you care about the police, they harass you, this is New York City, okay? And if you look up the rules, there are rules in New York that are in effect, but there's like, matter of fact, there is 8, according to 2017, It should be updated. Jesus. As of 2017, there has been, I don't know, there is probably now, it'll be less, but it's probably more now. There has been 8 million people in New York City. Do you think that the cops have time for your foolishness? For jaywalking, for spitting on the ground, for picking up metro cars that aren't not that's not yours. That's a rule too. Going between car doors. Everybody does it. But the thing about it is, they're too busy with the real crimes of the stabbings, the shootings, the freaking the disputes, car accidents. They only enforce the law of these minor incidents if they're bored or there's nothing going on. I mean, it's a fact. Listen, because I used to do security, and the things that I was taught, it's like supposed to do that. But then you're on your field. I'm like for instance, I worked for 2 years at the Barclays Center. Do you realize every concert, whether it was Jay-Z, Kanye, Powerhouse, so one boy, Drake, all those rap concerts, don't be wrong, even the old school rockers, Nine Inch Nails, Bob Seger, for God's sakes. God, what the fuck? Bob Seger. People smoking cigarettes. I had, do my patrol, people come to me, oh, security, somebody smoking in the bowl. Go in there, flash a light. They put it out. I'm staying there for like 5 minutes. Show my presence. Because, listen, they're in the upper bowl concourse. I am afraid of heights. And I don't know if every stadium is like that. But I know the Barclays Center, those steps are steep. I was there too. No, I was there last week for the wrestling, for the Raw and SmackDown. Yo, those seats and those steps are freaking dangerous if you don't pay attention. I'm gonna be out there playing with that. Yo, I used to do that. I remember I was with a coworker. We were a team together. One of those alpha cops, those alpha security top flight. He be thinking, yo, follow me. You, come here. I'm like, yo, dude, we are in the upper concourse. If they're not there to their life, no one cares. That's the rule. I mean, listen, smoke if you like. Don't care. I mean, all we can do is just go in the bowl, tell you to put it out, and then we leave and you do it again. Yeah, but if you're not a threat to your life or anybody near you, namaste. And they can do about it. I even told, because like, listen, we tried, we go in there, we tell them to put it out, they do it, we leave, they do it again. You can complain all you want, but we can't kick them out because they didn't do anything. There's no physical violation unless they take the blunt and smack you in the face with it, or they threaten you with their keys. We can't kick them out. There's nothing we can do about it. That's just what it is. So it's like, that's the thing with the cops. If there are rules, but if you get up, you touching me for, get off me. The fuck is that about? Calm the hell down. If you know you're not innocent, you done. Listen, again, you cannot out asshole an asshole. You can't. And they don't just only attack or verbally attack or physically provoke black people. No. Just because you don't see them, it ain't happening. Okay? I've seen videos of them giving white people freaking wheel kicks, uppercuts, pregnant women, black, white, doesn't matter who they, if you broke the law. I even saw them harass a person in a wheelchair. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care if you white, black, short, tall, fat, skinny, gay, straight, up and down, short. Don't matter. If you gonna be an asshole, oh, here comes Barney Miller to the rescue. What you talking about, Willis? All right? And again, with the whole Black Lives Matter, you have... And you know, I watch these videos on YouTube. SJW gets owned or whatever, and you know the different things. They never have a solid argument to anything that they have to say. I don't know my time. Shut up. Time over. And it's like, you're stupid. They love to say, oh, you can't talk about Black lives. You can't talk about black on black crime because you're white crime too. But here's the thing: there's no white lives matter movement. There's not. My thing is this: if Black lives matter so damn much, you have to understand that we kill each other every single day. This app, that keeps telling my freaking ear. Where is it? Yeah. The Citizen app. Citizen app. On my phone. Shots detected on East 96th Street. That is 0.5 miles from me. NYPD shot spotter technology detected shots fired in the area. Let me zoom into my area. East 57th Street. Woman assaulted with bleach. With bleach? Mr. Bleach! Mr. Bleach! Incident reported at 388 East 57th Street. 911 call reporting assault with a weapon. A man reportedly threw bleach at a woman's face. Mr. Bleach! 50 minutes ago, a man assaulted in a restaurant. A Utica. Utica. 817. That is, oh, what's on there? I'm not going there. I'm not going there. 817 Utica Avenue. Which place is that? It's a sneaker store. No, restaurant. It's next to Bobby's. Oh, it's a freaking UPS truck blocking the female. What's that? Come on with the bomb batlad. Oh, it's the restaurant and bakery. How do you have an assault at a restaurant and bakery? Seriously? A real Jamaican flavor. West Indian American dishes. An assault. What you want? I was a rice and peas. Yeah, but oxtail, yeah, the larger than. Fuck you. You gotta be kidding me, homie. You gotta do better. You gotta do better than this, man. Oh, just now. Report a person shot at Garden Street. Where the hell is Garden Street? A person reported shot. 795 Garden Street. This is the Bronx. The Bronx. Yeah, I got story about the Bronx too. I BX. I ain't zoomed in. That's why. Yeah, Utica. Kingston, shots fired at Kingston Avenue. That's Bed-Stuy area. That's an hour ago. Serious vehicle collision in Troy and President Avenue. Nelson and Sterling. Officers in pursuit of suspect. The hell did he do?
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, because you late, chick. Damn. There was a fight there. Men assaulted at 301 Schenectady Avenue. Shots detected. Rockaway Parkway. Oh, that's that building. 625 Rockaway Parkway on Avenue J. You see what I'm saying? We hurt each other every day. Whether it's by assault, by being bleach, by bleach, by stabbing, shooting. But we talk about Black Lives Matter. Well, you know what? If no one's gonna talk about it, I am. Because I want us to uplift ourselves to a real light, not to the whole hands up, don't shoot, Black Lives Matter. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't. No, Black Lives Matter does not matter until you address all black lives. Because how many times have I seen the news of innocent people being shot, killed? Matter of fact, damn, that's so straight to my face. Last month, there were at least three young boys, ages 14, 15, 16 years old, being shot or beat up. There was one. There was one in. I want to say Crown Heights. Or Cypress Hills or Bushwick. I want to say one of those three. For those of you who remember the story last year with Junior in the Bronx, he was killed by the gang members. By I think it was MS-13s. The same thing almost happened in Brooklyn. There was a group of assailants. I don't know if they were teens or men or not, but there were a group of assailants that assaulted a young teenager from his moped. He ran into a local, I think, corner store or deli, and this time the owner tried to defend himself, help the boy with his bicycle seat, and he got injured too. It was almost a Junior situation. Black people gotta do better. That's why I say King and Alpha, because I am here to bring the truth that people do not want to talk about. Are you gonna listen? Go and listen. And you could call me Coon, Uncle Tom, all this. But here's the thing, though. As quick as you are to address slavery and the white man, you do realize that black people sold other black people in slavery. You do realize that, right? So to call me an Uncle Tom, you're calling yourself an Uncle Tom because you're not addressing the whole truth. It's like that movie Chewing the Corn 09 with that interracial couple. I'm not entirely sure if all movies had that, but I did watch it years ago, and the part where the boyfriend, the white boyfriend, the outsider, went into the church and they opened the Bible, and the kids tore out the New Testament out the Bible. You can't omit that. You can't omit black crimes happening to other black people. You can't. And I'm here for that. I'm your boy, Sir J. Ellis on Minds the Hater. Remember, I'm the king. AKA Kingalphanerd. All the way from Brooklyn, New York City, representing East Flatbush and Canarsie. And I'm here. And this has been the pilot. You guys stay safe. Stay educated. Hope this was fun for you. And there'll be more. When? I'll be like that random call you get every freaking month. Every season, you know, at least start acting up. Stay safe. stay safe, and be fun. Peace.